get started. Sorry, I have a cappuccino. It's the morning. Gotta wake up. Alright, hi everyone, Kate here. Welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be discussing why you shouldn't be afraid of horses. I get this a lot when I tell people that I am an equestrian. I ride horses, I'm around horses all the time. I've been stepped on before, I think I've been kicked. So I've done a lot with horses. A lot has happened. And a lot of people, the first thing they tell me is, oh, that's really cool. I actually am terrified of horses. And I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, yeah, that's understandable. But we are going to discuss why you shouldn't be afraid of horses. Let's get started. Okay, so it's important, first of all, to understand how a horse thinks. What goes on in their brain, how they visualize stuff, how they perceive the world. Horses are very big animals. They are ginormous. They're huge. They are large animals that are very dangerous if you are stuck in a stampede. Hashtag Lion King. Never forget. Those were wildebeests though, but any large-hoofed animal would probably be scary if it came galloping towards you. Now, most incidents happen when you are riding the horse and the horse gets scared at something and spooks, which means the horse will see something on the ground. This happened actually to one of my family members, and we were on a trail ride and her horse saw something on the ground that was shiny, didn't get enough chance to look at it, thought it was a snake or something, lunged its body to the left. My family member went right and fell off. The horse got spooked. It usually ends with the rider falling off, and that is usually an end. Like, they won't get back on after. They're like, I fell off a horse. I almost died. This animal is terrifying. I'm not getting back on that. Now, there's a fight and flight response that goes through pretty much every single animal's head when they see a threat. Horses will usually take the flight option, which means they will run away from whatever they are scared of. They are herd animals, they are herbivores, they are prey animals, which means if they see something that is scary to them, they are most likely going to get away from that. So that means if you're on a horse and it sees something scary, sometimes it'll stop and stare at it, and you gotta reassure it that it's just a tree or something. You're seeing Pokemon and there's nothing there. Hashtag Pokemon, yeah. Or the horse will immediately bolt away. And usually when a horse does bolt away, the rider is not expecting it. So that usually ends up with someone falling off. Now, another thing that you need to be aware of when you ride a horse is they can feel your emotions. When you're on a horse, they can sense what you are feeling. So if you are scared when you are on a horse, your horse can sense that. They can sense your body and feel your body tensing up. They can sense your heart rate. They are very emotional animals, and they connect with humans and feel what we are feeling, which is pretty incredible. So if you are riding and you're scared, you're gonna make your horse nervous as well. So that is something to be aware of. Another thing that helps with getting over your fear of horses is visualization. Most people visualize that when they're on a horse, something bad is going to happen. You cannot have that mindset. Horses in general are one of the sweetest, most majestic, kindest animals you will ever have the opportunity to come across. They're one of those animals that can create a very strong bond with a human. They are herd animals, like I said. They are flight animals. They will get scared. It's just in their mentality. They are just centuries and centuries, millions of years of being prey animals, and they can't help that. However, there are ways to despook your horse, but I won't be talking about that necessarily. So just know that you cannot have the mindset of, I'm gonna get on this horse, the horse is gonna do something scary, and I'm gonna fall off. Don't think that way. Get on the horse, have an open mindset of, hey, this is going to be a good ride, I can do this, we're going to be a partner together, and we're going to make it through. Another thing you can do is increase your riding skill. That will also increase your confidence. I would recommend finding a barn that has a very, very beginner horse Now, I say that, but sometimes even beginner horses, super calm horses, they can spook. Every horse has the ability to spook. Now, some horses will just kind of, like, they won't fully spook and move their body to the side to where you're not ready. I've had instances where I've been riding and my horse will spook at something, kind of jump, but I won't fall off. You always have to keep your leg on, which means keep your legs on the horse, if that makes sense. Use your muscle to not just sit there and be flimsy and let your legs hang, is basically, that's not what you should be doing. You should have your leg on, press your muscle. It is not just sitting on a horse and letting the horse do all the work. This involves you as well, if that makes sense. Ride in the right type of place when you are on a horse. If you are a beginner, a trail ride might not be the best place to first get on a horse. Trail rides are where you are not in an arena, which means there are open spaces around you, there's wildlife, there's trees and shadows. And trail rides are the most common places where horses get spooked because they'll hear something or they'll see something and they're most likely going to, you know, be like, what the heck is that? Possibly spook. Now, I'm not saying horses don't spook in the arena. They absolutely do. There'll be a loud noise, or there'll be a dog over the fence, or they will see something in the sky like a bird or a plane. A horse can spook anywhere. Now, when you're on a horse, you need to be prepared for a potential spook. Horses, it's not their fault. They just get scared. Like, I get scared. So you just need to always have that in the back of your head. Hey, something, you know, my horse might get scared of something. That's gonna be okay. I'm gonna stay on the horse. Now, some horses, when they do spook, they will buck, or they will rear, or they will bolt. Now, this happened to me a year and a half ago. I was trail riding at my aunt's friend's ranch, and, you know, we were just riding around, and my horse saw something out of the corner of the eye, and I was trotting. That's one up faster than a walk, if you're curious. So I was trotting, and he saw something, and he immediately bolted. He jolted to the left, bolted. I was not prepared for it, and I flew off that horse. That was the first time I've ever fallen off a horse. I landed on this arm. I immediately thought I broke it. I was in shock. I was like, I just fell off a horse. Holy cow. There was like this sharp pain in my shoulder and arm, and I was like, oh my god, did I just break my arm? And I was scared. I was like, whoa, that was terrifying. Like, falling off an animal who starts running, you don't know if it's gonna loop back around and accidentally step on you, but that was a very scary experience for me. I brushed it off, I got back up, they checked out my arm, it was fine, it wasn't broken, I just had shock going through me. So my friend went to go grab the horse, she got on him, make sure he was okay, but I could tell the horse, he didn't mean it, he just got scared, he didn't mean to knock me off. Like, that is not their intention. They don't mean to buck you off when they get scared. They are scared, so they're moving away from what is scaring them. They don't mean to leave you behind, basically. That was not his intention. He just got terrified. So I got back on, everything was fine. But yeah, it happens, and that was the first time I fell off a horse, and I was terrified. I was very scared. I was like, wow, that is what it's like. That was very, whoa, you know, pun not intended. So yeah, I think that kind of wraps it up. I hope this helped. If you guys have any more questions, please feel free to comment down below. I will try to answer them and reply. If you would like to see another video about horses, anything specific, I can totally cover that. I love horses, and I will be doing future horse videos again, since that is my #1 passion. So thank you guys so much for watching, and go ahead and hit that subscribe button and like button, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye!